Okay, in this particular video we are going to show how to configure a class in Moodle that can handle more than one section and also allow the students to matriculate by themselves. So let's begin. We're going to select a class that hasn't been configured, so I have a potential one down here called Prototype. So I'm going to select that particular class, so we'll click on that. And up comes the class. So what we're interested in is how students get into the class. Let's see, I probably had better switch my role to being the teacher of this class. So let me do that so I have some power to do this sort of thing. Next, what I want to do is go to the course administration and edit the particular settings. I want to edit settings. And let's see, what do I want to do now? I want to configure how students get into the course. So let me come down here and click on users, and let's go to enrollment methods. And here we have enrollment methods, and I want to elevate self-enrollment up to the top as the standard method. So I'm going to use this arrow to make that go up to, here it went up one, up to the top. And now I have to kind of edit this thing a little bit by telling the system what the code is if you want to get into the entire course. So let's see, if I click on that, I come down into this self-enrollment thing, and I want to unmask the enrollment key because it comes pre-allocated here. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to just put in a number for this course, and so let me just call the thing Dr. K for me, and that's the key that you'd use if you wanted to enroll and to be able to see all sections. To have different sections, what I want to do is have different groups. So I'm going to say use group enrollment keys, and I'm going to say yes. And then it's the setting up of the group enrollment keys that is key here. Let's see here. Another thing you can do is when you come to how many users you're going to allow, if you put 0 in here, that's unlimited. So I'm going to change this to be that way for the time being. So I'll just put 0. And so now I'm going to save changes. So I got an enrollment key of Dr. K if you want to get in the course. But now I want to expand on this to have, shall we say, different keys, if you will, for different sections. To accommodate that idea, I want to come down and put some stuff in this little box here that talks about groups. So I'm going to highlight groups, and that at this point I'm going to invent 3 different groups because I'm going to play like I've got 3 sections of the class. So I'm going to create these groups. So I'm going to say create group, and the first group name will be section _1. And okay, I need to talk over this audio. What we're doing is creating 3 groups. Apparently I screwed one of them up and called it section 1. The others are GR2 and GR3, but that's inconsequential. So I'd say anyway, I'm watching this. I'm putting in these keys for the different groups, with the whole idea being when a student matriculates in, he puts in whatever key you told him for the group he's in, and then he'll be in that particular group. So the whole idea is each of the groups you create will have a separate key, and when a student matriculates, he enters the key for that group, and this keeps them all separate. So let's see. As I'm watching this thing go on, I know my audio had gone sort of down the tube. So this is a recovery idea here. Let's see. What am I doing now? I'm putting in group 2 as another group, and then I think I'm going to put in group 3 as the last group and put in the keys. I should unmask it here. Yeah, there I go. So entering the code for group 1 and save that, and now I see I have 2 groups in. So let's go make another group, probably called group 3. Let's see if I click that. Yep. So I'm going to put in a third group, group 3, GR3, put in a code, something like same thing, GR3, and now the student, when matriculating, can put himself in whichever group he belongs in, and that'll keep all your students straight. So let me let this play out, and then I'll stop this part of the audio recording to go back, because I think it was okay as was. Let me go back to the beginning of this thing. So now I'm going to approach this as a student, and I'm going to come in and try to get into the evening group by logging in with the code GR3. So let's give it a shot. First, let me log in as just a student account. My name is Testing, and let me put in my password. So now I'm in, and let me go to the course that I want to go to. Let me get to the dashboard and site home, and go down to that prototype course. There we are. Let me go to this course, and now, since I'm already signed into the system, I am going to come down and tell it that I want to enroll in this course, and the key is GR3 if I want to be in the evening section. So let me put that in, GR3, and now enroll me. Okay, so now I should be enrolled in that section. So let me log out and come back in as a teacher and see what I can see from this vantage point. Okay, so I'm going to log out. I'm going to log in as myself, the teacher. That'll do it. And now let's go down to that particular prototype course. And let's see who we got in the class. So let me go down into users, and let me look at the groups. And as you can see, I've got one in GR3. That would be the one that I just logged in as, and there it is, student VR. So by using this technique, I can separate the classes so they can only see each other if they're in the same group. They have a different code for each group, although they all go to the same Moodle course site. They all do the same work, but their efforts are divided into separate groups, and I'll use that when it comes to grading as well. So this is a technique for having more than one section and keeping the section people separate, but only one Moodle course on site. All right, signing off.